Welcome to the video that I'm not looking forward to, but at the same time, I'm kind of excited about. I really don't know how I feel about this video, but basically I'm gonna be giving authors a second chance. So you know when you read a book about an author and you're like, I don't see myself picking up another book. That's basically what has happened with me and these authors that I'm going to talk about. And in this video, I'm going to give them a second chance and we'll see if I was correct. So the first author that I really want to give a second chance to is Elena Armas. I read The Marshmallow Deception and I did not like it whatsoever. I would say the beginning wasn't like the worst, but I did not have fun with that book. I think that I gave it like around 2 stars. I remember like being in such a big reading slump after that book because I was like, I don't want to pick up another book. So I'm actually kind of scared about it, but I am gonna try and read The Long Game, which is the newer release from this author, and I have heard really good things about this. So I'm having, well, not high expectations, but not low expectations either. The next author is Sariah Adams. I read the cheat sheet, which is one of the most hyped books from this author, or at least it used to be. I feel like When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect have gotten a lot of hype lately. But yeah, I did not like the cheat sheet. It was so painful for me to finish it. Did not care about anything in that book. The only thing that I cared about was finishing it. But everyone has been raving about When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect, and I'm like, I want to see what it's about. So here we are. I want to read When in Rome by Sariah Adams, and I'm just hoping that I'm gonna like it. And the last author that I want to give a second chance to is Sariah Wilson. I read The Roommade from this author and I did not like it. I did not care about the characters. It wasn't like a bad book necessarily. I don't remember anything about it, but I remember that I gave it like around 3 stars, maybe 2.75. I truly did not care about it and I wasn't interested in reading more from this author, but I had this on my physical TBR, which is The Paid Bridesmaid. I don't know, I want to give it a chance since I already own the book. So yeah, those are the 3 books that I really want to read in this video and I'm hoping that I'm gonna like them. I am 196 pages in chapter 20 and I'm having so much fun. I don't know what she put in this book, but I'm eating it up. I am shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. I'm having the time of my life. Every single time that I pick it up, I'm like, I don't want to put it down. I don't know what is happening, but I am enjoying it. I am loving everything about it. The small town, the girls that are on the football soccer team. I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun. I'm loving the 2 main characters. I'm loving her. I'm loving him. Also, I saw, because I know that there's going to be like a second book that got announced and we saw the cover of it, that is coming out, I want to say this summer. So I went and I was like, oh, I'm curious to see what person that book is gonna follow, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for that story. I finished The Long Game and I think that I'm gonna give it like 4 stars. It was really good. I'm gonna keep like this author on my radar and I'm definitely open to reading more books. And this was 100% better than The Spanish Love Deception, at least in my opinion. I am very happy that I gave this author a second chance because this was really, really good actually. I would say I liked more so like the first half of the book than the second half. I don't know why, I was having so much fun in the first like half of it and then it kind of got boring tiny bit. That was sad, but it's okay. So yeah, still 4 stars, pretty good. Like I would definitely recommend this book in the future if you're looking for like these sort of vibes. So yeah, since I finished that, I decided to pick up the next book, which is The Paid Bridesmaid. I am currently on chapter 14, page 123. I am liking it, surprisingly enough. It's like a great no, but it's actually a really fun rom-com and I'm liking it. I am. There are like some things that I'm just kind of like, okay, that's not great. Would love if that did not actually happen, or if that was not in here. This honestly feels like the perfect book to read in summer, and I kind of wish that I was reading it in summer, but I'm not. So in this book we have Rachel and she's obviously a paid bridesmaid. So like brides pay her to act like the bridesmaid and like they're friends and really good friends. And she goes to this wedding in Hawaii and there she meets the groomsmen. And it's basically them spending time together and just all of that. But obviously you have the fact that she's not actually the bride's best friend. So you have that whole thing. And I am really curious to see how that will turn out. I don't know why, but this is giving me the same vibes as the Anne Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. They are not like similar at all. I think the only thing that they have in common is that they are both in Hawaii. That's the only thing that is similar, but I don't know, the vibes of this book are really reminding me of the Honeymooners. But yeah, really enjoying it so far, and I'm reading it really fast. Hopefully I'm gonna finish it today, and then we can move on to the next book, which I'm really excited about. I finished The Paid Bridesmaid. Okay, here's the thing. You know, with The Long Game, once I finished that, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna read more books from this author. I'm happy that I gave her like a second chance. With this one, I don't know. Did I like this more than I liked The Roommade, which is the other book that I have read from this author? Yeah. Like, this is a book that I would recommend, whereas the other one I wouldn't. But at the same time, I don't think that it was anything special. It didn't give me any just special feelings, I guess. I will forget about this book. I truly believe that I will not think about this book again. So I'm happy that I read this because it was on my physical TBR. So now I have finally read it, so I can just put it on my bookshelf with all of the books that I have read, and it's out of my physical TBR, which is great. But at the same time, I don't see myself buying more books from this author, or even like reading more books from this author, except if this author comes out with like another book and everyone is raving about it, then yes, I'm gonna read it. But I don't think that it's gonna be an author that is gonna be on my radar. Does that make any sense? I hope that it does. So yeah, we're done with 2 books, and now I wanna start When in Rome by Sariah Adams. I read the cheat sheet. I actually read it almost a year ago, actually. I did not like it. It put me in a reading slump. I hated that book. It was so bad. I ended up not even being able to finish it. I was like, I don't want to pick it up again. So I put it on audiobook, and I was like, I literally let it play while I was doing other things, just so I see how the book goes. I didn't really like the characters, especially the female main characters. So I'm hoping that in this book, it's gonna get better. I will say, I've heard like amazing things about this book. I think even people that did not like cheat sheet really enjoyed When in Rome, and like Practice Makes Perfect, which is the second book. I am curious about it, and also it's like One of Us is Famous, it's small town romance, and the guy is also like a baker, I think, right? So I'm very curious about that. The only bad thing is that I don't have the physical copy of it, but I do have it on my Kindle, so I'm gonna be reading it there, which I'm also hoping that it's gonna make me read it faster, because I do read faster on my Kindle. Fingers crossed that I'm gonna like it, because I really want to read Practice Makes Perfect also, because I also have heard like amazing things about that book. So we'll see. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm literally 14% through the book. Chapter 5, and I cannot get into it. I don't know what is happening. I don't know. I feel like 14% is like a good amount. How many pages is it? Let me check. I am 30 pages in. I feel like that's like a good amount of pages that the story should be like more interesting. But no, I am extremely bored. I have literally no desire to pick up this book, and I'm frustrated because I really want to like it. I really want to like this whole series. I like the small town vibes in it, but it's just the 2 main characters. I don't know. I will continue reading it and pushing through it, because I mean, yeah, okay, 14% is not nothing, but it's not a lot. I mean, the characters have literally not spent any time together pretty much. So I feel like once they start spending time together, I'm gonna be more interested and invested in the story. I just hope that that's not gonna take ages to happen. You know what I said yesterday about me being very bored and like just not vibing with the book? Yeah, I take that back. I am now like 53% through the book, and I am loving it. I am loving it so much. This is nothing like the cheat sheet. I don't know like what Sariah Adams put in this book, but it's just the small town in this. It feels like a warm cup of like, I don't know, chocolate or something. It's so cozy, and I'm loving his family. I'm loving just the small town, the characters in the small town. You know, when you read a book and you're like, I wish that we could get a book about every single character, like every single side character. That's what's happening. I'm like, I want to see a book about this person and this person. And Noah has like 3 sisters. I know that we get a book about one of his sisters. Practice Makes Perfect, but he has 2 more sisters. So I'm curious to see if we're gonna get books about those 2 sisters. I think that would be really fun, and I would definitely want to pick it up. I'm just so glad that I pushed through it. And yeah, I finished When in Rome yesterday. I literally stayed up until 3 a.m. just reading that book. I binged the second half of it, and I cannot wait to read the second book, Practice Makes Perfect. Why was it so good? I don't know what happened. I am so shocked with how much I liked it. I don't know what I'm gonna give it. I'm thinking either like 4 stars or 3.75 because I will say the beginning of it wasn't my favorite. Yeah, it definitely like is not like an amazing book, but it's a really good book. But I'm so excited about this video and the fact that I gave 3 different authors like a second chance, and now I'm open to read more books from them. So first I read The Long Game by Elena Armas. I really enjoyed it. I think that this is also like a 3.75. I cannot wait for the second book in this series, and I think that I'm gonna like that one even more. Then I read The Paid Bridesmaid by Sariah Wilson. This was the perfect summery rom-com-y book. I really enjoyed it. I don't know how much I said that I'm gonna give it, but for now I think that it's like a 3.25. Like I would recommend this book. I don't think that it's anything amazing. But again, like I already said, I don't think that I'm gonna like keep this author on my radar. And then like I already said, we have When in Rome by Sariah Adams, which was a really big surprise for me, and yeah, I truly believed that it would be so boring, but it wasn't. I cannot wait to read more books from Sariah Adams, which I never thought that I would say, but that was the whole point of this video, and I'm actually very happy with how it turned out. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to. I hope that I'll see you in my next video. Bye!